So ignore the mess. But when I fucking tell you how fucking excited I am that he finally showed up. FedEx sent this all the way past my city to Seattle just to come back to Idaho to just say it was in Lewiston, so I didn't think I was getting it today. But the Merman Ken has finally fucking showed up. I'm only showing you one because you guys don't need to know how many I bought, but I will tell you it was over 3. Hey, dumpster divers. So, when I tell you that this is like 30 fucking years in the making, like I didn't even do my hair. That's like how excited I was to get him out of the box and get going. When I tell you this is 30 years in the making, I mean that. This little homo has wanted a Merman Ken from Barbie forever. We got one, that little blonde twink over there, like a couple years ago, and that was fantastic. But this one is a collector edition that we voted on, quote unquote. By the way, thank you, Angel Kent. Angel Kent, the designer, made this beautiful illustration, and that's what we based our votes off of. Then, Mattel, with their whitewashing asses, decided to give us this after we voted for it, and we were like, no, bitch, that's not the doll we ordered. This is the doll we ordered. I've been seeing videos of him pop up on my timeline. Haven't watched him because I want to form my own opinion. I'm excited to see what he looks like. I'm nervous he's going to be whitewashed as fuck and not match the actual design concept that Angel Kent spent time on. One thing I will admit is kind of shady. I think in the original artwork there was a trident. And then in this artwork they obviously took that off because he's not included with one, I'm imagining. I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen pictures of him in the packaging and he doesn't have a trident. All that to be said, this little gay boy is so happy. I am so glad I got him and backups, which I'm a little obsessed about. So let's see if it was worth it, because when you give Mattel $100, that's some risky business. I'm gonna bring you guys in for a look at this beautiful, colorful, well, the image is colorful. They're not like doing that like gray out black and white image anymore, but this color packaging. Like, bitch, when I tell you this man is so fine, like that is the kind of male concept art that could only be done by a gay.
Hello, LGBTs.
Like everything about him, like look at that. He is gorgeous. And that shell harness, like, I don't really care about abs. The fish scales, all the fins, everything, this giant tail fin, Angel's cute little signature, and then King Ocean Ken, I guess is his official name. So we'll call him that instead of the Merman Ken, King Ocean Ken. And then on the back here, Barbie King Ocean Ken doll. Emerging from his aquatic kingdom, the mighty King Ocean Ken doll is a tribute to his duties as a warrior and a royal. He wears gleaming rose gold colored armor, which features a shell-encrusted breastplate, spalder shoulder armor, and bicep armbands. His regal head adornments an iridescent fin which shimmers like sunlight in water and are perfectly suited for the ruler of the sea. Also, that took me way too long to read. What am I, 5?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And then just all of this information on the back. And here's King Ocean Ken when he is opened inside of the box. I took the plastic dust cover off so that there's not a ton of glare, although his tail is super shiny and I love it. So compared to the artwork in this lighting, they're pretty close. Like, he's not coming out as white as Mattel tried to give him to us after we voted for him. And honestly, I'm impressed. That's a lot better. The hair's still pretty dark. He has the same blue eyes that the concept art has. There's a lot of other stuff in here. His arm fins in the concept art have scales. These are just like a mesh material that they put some fins on the end of. I would have liked to see some scales on him. Then we have his beautiful merman tail. And you can feel the little scallops of the scales coming out. You can move the fins around. And then he has this gorgeous bottom fin. Bottom fin. I'm gonna bottom for him. That's just a little poem I wrote. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get him unboxed. So, from first impressions, he looks absolutely perfect. Like, I'm not seeing any bad structural issues. He has the correct hands on the correct side. His tail it's made out of like what you think it'd be made out of, like a kind of vinyl pleathery almost material, which I'm totally fine with. And then it like extends into this plastic kind of material. And then this feels a little more like cotton fabric. He does come with a stand and his certificate of authenticity that's actually printed on some paper with like some texture for once. So that's coming back a little bit. And mine is 714 out of 5,000. So I also have him on one of those rotating stands so you guys can get a whole 360 degree view of him. His hair is not too bad from being in the box. There is some product in it, not a lot though. His hair is a mix of brunettes. There are some highlights, some lowlights, etc. It is held together in the back with a brown rubber band. It's a nice mid-back length. And then his little like crown piece, etc., whatever this is coming out, is actually a headband. You can see it move under his hair. That is kind of sewn in to his hair with threads. Then I don't know if you guys can see that. That is a 2021 face sculpt. Because this is an original face sculpt, right? Like this was made for him.
Yes.
Have we seen this face sculpt before? Because it says 2021. So that's pretty new. Bitch, would you just look stuff up? It says right fucking there on the fucking website. It's a new face sculpt called Julio. Christ. And then he comes with like this plastic harness on that doesn't look removable, but I'm hoping it will be. It's like got these plastic kind of metallic painted clamshell pieces. It's held by a clamshell in the back with some straps going along. Then in the front, there is another shell with some more like beadwork and everything. He is wearing like arm cufflets that are rubber banded on so they don't fall off. And then we have his wrist fins that are that nude mesh color with the crimped kind of like 90s crimping on them. But I'm going to take them off for the moment. Then we move down his tail and everything that we've seen. He has articulation down here so he can move his feet. The seam is in the back and it is held together with Velcro, which when I take off, he has a very hollow plastic body. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it's that very hollow plastic. He does have made to move articulation, which is great. And all of his seam work seems pretty good. There's a couple of loose seams coming through like this thigh piece. I forgot to mention on his lip, there is some color painted on there to give it some depth. Overall, not bad. And then inside of the towel, there is like a little leg strap in between. And it is lined with like kind of like a, well, I don't know if that's a lining or not, but it might be just a backing to the vinyl. But it's just like a nice little mesh material. The tail is hollow down through the fins, like there's room for his feet. And then the tail went right back on really easy for dressability. So Mattel did a good job with this. The craftsmanship's good. And even though I think Mattel put their whole Merussi into this, I am going to tell you right now, as much as I'm in love with him and I think he's amazing and this is everything I've wanted, $100 is way too fucking much. Even if they're paying Angel Kent like his portion of this, it's way too much money. Like this is just like, this could have been $60, $75 easily. And I know it's like a custom or whatever, but they're not losing money because we pre-ordered them. They knew exactly how many they were going to make. We put the money down first and then got sent them later, which I seem to have got the first round of pre-orders and we got them quicker than I thought we would, which is fantastic.
Don't you mean fantastic?
But I am saying like $100 is a lot. That's not to say he isn't beautiful and amazing and I love him. Up on my shelf, I have the Bella, Where Have You Been Loca doll. And he was just wearing like an Ariel towel. But let's see how he fits into this. So obviously it's like a little bit thicker. It's really loose on him and everything because he is a like thinner Ken doll. By which I mean like he's just not as buff as this Ken doll. Like this Ken doll has big, thick thighs. Making these fit your regular made-to-move Ken dolls, it technically will work. It's just going to be very loose. And then if I take a broad-bodied Ken, let's see how that looks. To get it on a broad Ken doll, you can see it's like pulling at the crotch and it's not quite Velcroing in the back. This can fit, but it'll fit a lot better if you take this part out. This is what's catching and making it kind of fit a little awkward. But because there's so much extra space down here, the flat foot Ken can fit very well inside of the tail. What we have learned today with King Ocean Ken is that his tail can kind of fit other Ken dolls. It's not perfect. This is very much tailored to him. And because it's not like a stretchy material, it's very set in its own material, which is gorgeous, by the way. I'm like looking at it in the camera and the way it captures the light. It's amazing. He is very much his own thing. If there were other dolls with this body type, like I think there's Superman maybe, but that's about it that I know of. Oh, and maybe like Crystal Cave Ken or whatever, but I know he has like painted on arm details or something. I can't remember. He's gorgeous, but I was gonna check and see if this harness comes off. The harness, to the best of my trash ass collector knowledge, cannot come off without breaking it. Maybe? Can you like lift it off his arms and his head? No, it's not that flexible or stretchy. Okay. I'm gonna say no, you can't take this off without breaking it or distressing the fuck out of it. There may be some customizers that have figured it out. Oh my God, I look so tired. I just can't. Like, are you kidding me right now? This is amazing. Like, this is everything I wanted. Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt though, because I am very much blinded by the beauty of this. This worked out so well. His skin tone came out to match a whole lot better. His hair color came out to match a whole lot better. He's beautiful. And I'm sure you guys remember when we voted, there were like 4 of them. And there was like another white blonde bitch. Boring, call me when we do something different. There was the girl with the black hair who had like a curvy body, gorgeous. And then there was the other black girl who was, you know, standard like skinny bitch Barbie. And they were beautiful. And honestly, I wish we would have just got all 4. The face sculpt on the blonde white bitch, I would love to see be Barbie's like regular face sculpt from now on. Millie isn't awful. I'm just bored. Like, Millie looks good with makeup on. Like, she can wear makeup really well, but she's just like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have the same sentiment, but she's boring to me. But this is... I'm going to say thank you to Angel Kent and thank you to everybody who voted. This is it. This is 30 years in the making. This is, oh my God. And I'm so glad I have multiples. Oh, you know what? I said he had made to move articulation, but he doesn't have like a pivotal chest point. I don't know if the men get those, but he doesn't have it. It's just a stationary chest. And I can also hear how cheap that or how hollow that plastic is. Ugh, it hurts my ears a little bit. Let me know if you guys have him. Let me know what you like about him, what you don't like, where he fell short, where he didn't. I think where he fell short was the price point. I think we were given what we asked for, except for the trident. I say that carefully though, because I don't know how others feel. I don't think he's worth $100. I'm still glad I got him though, if that makes sense. I'm really out here willing to pay those exploitative like Mattel prices, which they literally said, it doesn't matter how much we charge because we know you'll pay for it kind of bullshit when they were talking about the Monster High releases at $75 each. Mattel, you shady asshole. All right, guys, I will see you in my next episode where I play out my 13th year fantasies with this Merman Ken and end up having a gay old time. Are you fucking kidding me? I've been waiting 30 years for this, and I feel like I'm holding like an award or something. Now, Mattel, why don't you at least make like a brown merman? People are asking for it. Gay ass. You're a gay ass. And I love your gay ass and my gay ass. King Ocean Ken. That should be their jingle.